welcome back to Bravo Mazel Mash, brought to you by the Superior World of Reality Discussion. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Daniel.
This is Princess Leia. Sorry. I was getting a little love. Okay, well, this week was actually kind of slow in reality television.
Some were actually kind of quick to end.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, there wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
Are you just going to say the opposite of everything I say today?
No.
Okay. Okay, so we had the two big things. We had
The reunion.
Yeah, the first part of 800, New York.
New York.
And we had OC psychic drama, as usual. And Flipping Out. Can I just say, I only got to catch half of Flipping Out, and I'm pissed because it's not on demand.
Below Deck preview.
Yeah, because that starts next week, I think.
No, September 7th.
Okay, so week after next. So we're close. I thought it was this week. Starts Tuesday. Yeah, this week. That's what I thought. I think September 7th is the London.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the Ladies of London or whatever. Bros before hoes. I don't know. Can I just say, like, I caught the second half of Flipping Out, and on the little description it said it was the finale already. It's only been 8 episodes. Well, you make us sit through 372 episodes of Atlanta.
That's because they just want to torture people.
I guess. But 8 episodes? You can't even make it to the double digits for Flipping Out? Like, what the heck? I don't get it.
Well, maybe they're stopping it at 8 episodes so that way they can get started on making the baby.
Well, the process is a little different for a gay couple making a baby than it is for a hetero couple. It takes a lot less time. But, and I know that they're getting set up. Like last night, he was all setting up his, like getting more houses for flipping. Because, you know, he had gone he wasn't, I think, out of the game of flipping houses entirely. But when the market crashed, he went more towards like the interior decorating end of things and hired himself out to redo people's rooms and houses instead of redoing houses to sell. And then last night he was expanding his flipping empire in order to buy more homes to actually flip and sell. And of course, freaking out about the baby. Of course. But I was just shocked that it was only 8 episodes. I mean, come on. You got to have more than that of Gage and Zoila fighting. It's the best. I love Zoila. I can't wait until she's like, you got to change the poopy diaper. I'm not changing the poopy diaper. That's it. That's my vision of the future right there.
And New York was short, too.
Well, New York was a regular 1-hour episode. But, well, the season, you mean?
Yeah, the season.
I don't know how many episodes they did. It was more of a normal season. I think the problem was Atlanta went on friggin' forever. Like, literally, it was, what, like 22 episodes or something? For no purpose.
I don't know. I give up on that show.
I know. You give up so easily. But, I don't. So I think that now it's skewed our vision of what a normal season should be. You know, Flipping Out, Below Deck, those are like the summer seasons, and those are a little bit shorter usually. But I thought Flipping Out had at least double digits for episodes. I didn't realize 8. I was shocked to see that it was the finale. And they don't even do like a regular reunion on that show.
They don't?
No. I don't even think they do like the pseudo reunion like they do for Below Deck where they're in the clubhouse. I don't think they do anything. The pseudo reunion, the fake little reunion. Well, I mean, it's a reunion, but like any of the Real Housewives or the bigger shows, they actually meet in like a hotel or a nice location, and they all have like their makeup and everything's done, and they all get the couches to sit on. But like Below Deck's reunion and Southern Charm's reunion was like in the clubhouse. Like they're just there for Watch What Happens Live. Like they don't even merit renting out a hotel for the day. Nothing like telling you you're not as important to us. So, anywho, What did you think about the whole OC drama? As usual.
Megan's weird.
Megan's weird. I know you don't like her.
You know.
No, I don't like her either. Shit, I think she's a bitch. She's threatened by me. They're all threatened by me. No, I'm sorry. Your skanky, skinny ass? I don't think so. But what did you think about the whole Tamara psychic thing?
I'm not sure.
Because if you remember, there was a few episodes ago, Vicky had the medium on. I talk to dead people, right? And Vicky and Tamara gave him like this huge hard time. Like she totally didn't believe in psychics. Like, remember he was like, oh, you know, your mother loves the tattoo your son got or whatever. And Tamara was like, well, what is it? He's like, well, she didn't tell me that. She just said she likes the tattoo. Well, what is it? Is it a picture? Is it big? Where is it on his body? Like, remember she just gave him like this really big hard time. And it totally came off like now that she's like Christian and everything, she doesn't believe in psychics. And then of course we hear that she has her psychic, who apparently is on speed dial and they're besties, even though she's never met him before. And if you'd listened to what he said, what he actually said was, I don't know if I'm seeing this because it's the truth, or if I'm seeing it because there are people talking smack saying he doesn't have cancer. He gave those two options, right?
Mm-hmm.
But of course, the ladies took it and ran with it that he's faking cancer, that Vicky's significant other, whatever, is faking cancer.
You can't fake cancer.
Well, I mean, you can lie.
Yeah, but they still have to perform like a thing where the hell it is. They gotta perform a CAT scan to see where in the body is.
Right, but if you completely lie, you can say, oh, look, I have a doctor's appointment. Oh, no, don't come with me. I should go alone. And then you just go, like, have a cup of coffee somewhere, and then you come back, and you're like, the doctor said the cancer's getting worse. I mean, you can, like, download a CAT scan of cancer online, so it's not like you can't lie. It's not impossible. There are people who have done it. They're, like, raging assholes, but there are people who have done it. But he has had cancer before. This isn't his first time with the same cancer. They act like it's completely unheard of to go off chemo, which goes to show, I guess, that none of them have ever really dealt with cancer.
You think?
I got your cracky voice thing happening. Hold on, I got some water. Because a lot of people with cancer choose to go without cancer. Go without cancer.
I was gonna say that's not right. Go without chemo, you mean?
Yeah, to go without chemo. Whatever.
Hey,
It's not the kind of cocktail I want to have.
stop it! Stop it! Give me that.
Princess is starting trouble. I mean, especially people who've done chemo for years and several cycles of it, it gets to a point in the body where you're building up those toxins that your body can actually be more damaged by the radiation and the chemo than it would be by the cancer. And so some people choose to go alternative methods. Some people never take chemo because they see it as poison and don't want it in their bodies. Is it normal to take chemo? Yes. Is it normal to reassess after a certain period of time and try other methods if it doesn't work? Yes. But are there people out there who lie about having tragic diseases just because they're jerks?
Yes.
But I don't think, Vicky, they were making a big deal about the fact that Vicky said she doesn't go to every doctor's appointment. But she did say she went to every chemo treatment. They missed that, apparently.
That's because they went to Twapi Yabi Yabi. I don't know.
Speaking English today?
I don't know.
Tahiti?
Yeah, Tahiti.
She missed the doctor's appointment, that one. But she said before, like a couple episodes ago, that when she and Tamara had like lunch or something, And Tamara was like, well, do you go with him to all of his appointments? And she said, I don't go to all of his appointments. I go to all the chemo treatments, but I don't go to all the doctor's appointments.
That's probably because she has work.
Right. And, as somebody who's had medical issues, like, there's a lot of freaking doctor's appointments that are like 15 seconds long. Like, there's no point in dragging other people with you unless there's a question you want them to ask. In which case, they can text you and you can ask, and then you tell the answer. It's not a big deal. Like, I don't get it. I think that Megan was
the pot stirrer.
Totally stirring the pot. Yeah. Because Tamara was like, they sat at the table after the guy left, and they're like, I don't think we should tell Vicky this. I think we should just let it go. And Heather was like, it's not really our business, blah, blah, blah. And of course, fucking Megan couldn't wait 2 seconds for Vicky to walk out of the room to say something to Shannon. Oh, well, a psychic says he doesn't have cancer.
Totally stirring the pot.
Totally. And then they were all like, did you hear? He said, I did have cancer. Instead of I do have cancer.
The cancer that I
did have. Yeah. But the thing is that he's had it before. So it's not like it was a wrong word choice. I did have this non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And guess what? Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is incurable. It's not a curable cancer. You can put it into remission, but you have it forever. I know because my grandmother had it. Your father's grandmother had it. A lot of people have it. My grandmother had it for like 20 years, and she went in and out of remission like 15 times. Like, it's not an uncommon type of cancer, but it's a cancer that you can get repeatedly, and you can put it into remission, and then it comes back. Like, it's not necessarily one of those cancers that, like, yeah, you're cured. And I'm not entirely sure there are any of those kinds of cancers, because it seems to me that, you have breast cancer, you finally get rid of it, and then a few years later, maybe you find out you have cancer in your lung, but it was really all started with those cells in the breast. So I don't see any cancer as purely curable, but you can knock them into remission. And he went into remission like twice before. So it's not like, I don't know. I just think it's sketchy how they're all, did you hear? He doesn't have cancer. Well, who said that? A medical professional?
I'm also
No, it was a psychic. I'd never met him before, but I'm pretty sure he's good. He's a good psychic. No, he's fine. She's fine. I don't know. I just find it funny that Tamara is always saying, ever since last season ended, that she's put behind the disagreement with Brooks, that she fully supports their relationship, but it seems like she looks for every little
Because she's a pastor.
Well, true. And she totally brought that up again.
What?
Tamara. With the psychic, she totally brought up the whole pot stirring conversation. Remember afterwards, in Tahiti at that last night, Tamara was like to Shannon, like, you know what, we'll let it alone. You guys were battling, blah 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 blah. We'll leave it alone. I don't care. I don't care. It's not a big deal. I don't care. I don't sweat the small stuff. It's fine. And of course, she's back in town, and she's like, why is Shannon calling me a pot stirrer? I thought Shannon and I were in a good place. Well, you were, until you pulled Heather aside and tried to throw Shannon under the bus by stirring the pot. I don't know why Heather, Shannon thinks that conversation with Heather was, totally altruistic. And I did it because everyone deserves to know what everyone was talking about. Well, bullshit. You're the one who brought it up. You're the one who told everybody that Heather used to be BFFs with fucking Megan's husband's previous wife. You're totally stirring the pot. And when Vicky and Shannon are, dumbfounded at lunch by Heather being like, why are you guys talking smack? Vicky's like, I just think we should all put the truth out there. Well, no, you don't, because the truth makes you look bad. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want the truth out there. You just want to be the one who's friends with Heather. Look, Heather, I'm such a good friend. I'm going to tell you what these ladies were saying at dinner. And then she'll go to Megan and be like, I'm bothered by the whole stepmother thing, but I think it's great that you want your own kids. And then behind everybody's back, she's me.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
probably the same thing with Megan too.
Well, Megan's just a twat. I don't like her at all. And she's ugly. She's too skinny.
Now, it's not the fact that she's too skinny. She keeps wearing weird things.
You don't like her clothing choice? I love you, Daniel.
Why?
It's not that she's a bitch or she's skinny, but man, she has no taste when it comes to fashion. What thing did she? Well, you mean like the bandana thingy she wore on her head? And yeah,
that was bad.
That was weird choice. But like she went out to lunch with Jimmy, who still treats her like crap. Like I don't get it. I don't get that relationship. Like she wants to be a stepmother because she wants to be a mother so bad. You can see her fucking biological clock in the air above her head going tick, 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 tick. And Jimmy's just like, stop trying to be a boss to my other kid. Stop being a parent. You're a babysitter. That's nothing. You don't get to make any rules or decisions. Like, it's harsh.
Yeah.
He just, I don't know. I don't think, he doesn't really act like he likes her all that much. Well, I wouldn't either, but I wouldn't have married her.
Maybe that's why he goes up to St. Louis half the time.
That's true. It makes her happier marriage, and I have to see her like once a week, once every few weeks. Because when they went to lunch, she was like, "Did you miss me while I was on vacation?"
No.
He's like, "No." He's like, "Well, what was it like while I was gone?" And his answer was,
"Fine,
quiet." That is so mean. But I really enjoy it because I don't like her at all. But, I'm trying to be like, I don't want to say non-judgmental because that I'd have to be dead.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't say that. That's just giving you that.
I get crap from everybody. You're a dweeb.
I didn't say anything. Anyway.
Well, I'm just thinking back to Beverly Hills when, what's her name?
Lisa V?
No, she's not on anymore, but I like her now, the blonde. I don't know why I keep calling her Camilla in my head. No, not somebody who was on this season. Somebody who was on like previous seasons.
Oh, never mind. I have no idea then.
Shit. But anyway, her first season, I couldn't stand her. I thought she was a bitch. And then come to find out, it's just that she was getting divorced. Kelsey Grammer. Well,
Grammer?
Camille. That was it, Camille. Her last name was Grammer. Her ex-husband was Kelsey Grammer, who's a famous actor. Her first season, she was a bitch to everybody. She had that weird-ass psychic, another one. And it was like, I couldn't stand her at all. She was like, she had that weird-ass psychic, one who smoked on the electronic cigarette. Do you remember that? It was a few years ago. She was weird.
No, I don't remember that.
Weird. But I didn't like her that season either. She and Kyle kept butting heads.
Right.
Well, not like Rams, you dumbass. But then afterwards, when she came back for the next couple of seasons, I actually did get to like her. She was nice, and I like her. But and she started dating that hot Greek guy too, which was cool.
Who?
But I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I found it funny that Heather, when they got to the dinner or the lunch thing with the psychic, and she was like, if he was a psychic, wouldn't he have known I'd want him to come with his shirt off? Like, what? She doesn't usually throw out the sexual innuendo like that. Like, I don't know. I was like shocked that she went there. She's usually so prissy and prim and proper and cover up your boobs. Like that kind of, to be like, yeah, malicious walked in the room, take it off, give him some tequila. Like she's not usually that way. I don't know. Okay, anyway. On to the important.
Yeah. The reunion.
Dun, dun, dun. Apparently, next week we get to hear Ramona snoring.
Yay! Because, that's always
okay.
fun to read.
Yeah. how bad is next week going to be that Ramona fell asleep? Like, how boring is the reunion that one of the members is falling asleep? Yeah, it's got to be some pretty boring shit if she's like, like, I mean, because normally they are all batshit crazy. No, she's really asleep. They really like they did a blog about it. How Kristen says something to Heather like, "Is she seriously sleeping? Did she fall asleep?" And it was because of their whispering that Andy was like, "Hey, Ramona, wake up! Did you really fall asleep?" And she's like, "I'm sorry, I was tired or something." And it's like,
wow.
Okay, normally these women are batshit crazy at reunions. And it's so loud and bickery and everybody's so heated up. I cannot see how pathetic a reunion has to be that one of them falls asleep. Like, I know that they're all pretty self-absorbed, and if you're not talking at me like about me, I don't care. So I can totally take this opportunity to take a nap. But dang, that's gotta be. That doesn't bode well, I don't think.
Bode.
Okay, it's a word. It means like it doesn't sound like it'll be very good. It's not a good in like important or
okay.
Oh, you don't know what that one is either, huh? I failed miserably. Like a sign of the future. So, any hoodles. So I don't. Do you think Bethany and Heather like each other?
No.
Because I thought that they had like buried the hatchet and we're gonna like be not necessarily like besties, but like civil to each other.
Well, they were not civil in the reunion.
It didn't seem like it. They seemed like Bethany was just like, dude, you're psycho. Shut the fuck up. Like she was just like done. She's like, whoa, you're like a lot to have over there. And Heather's like, I'm not even started yet.
Yeah, no.
Although she claims Hala is now retired. Great. Just when she's leaving the show, we don't have to worry about hearing it anymore. I can't stand that saying. Hala.
Hey, man, look at the bright side. She's not going to be back next year.
I know. I wish Carol would go with her.
Or at least Ramona.
Yes. I can't stand her either. I don't know.
I can't stand anybody on the shows.
That's not true. There's a different like levels of people I can't stand. There's like the people I really can't stand,
which is all of Atlanta.
Yeah, and
all
Claude.
Okay.
Not all the Married to Medicine, most of them. You know, there's those people that, a couple like the I can't stand.
Hey!
Ow. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that's shattered glass.
Hey. That's
Brandy second. I wasn't going to mention the B word. I was going to keep it under wraps because he goes a little mental whenever I mention the name.
Why? Why are you keeping it? What?
Nothing?
What? Say it. Say it. What's that?
Well, I was just saying that on the list of people that I can't stand, you know, you got like Quads and them, Atlanta's up there, and then Ramona, and then people that have a name that starts with a B.
Everybody got a knife.
From Beverly Hills. There's a different gradient for it. I don't know. B names, Bobby Brown.
Who?
Oh my God, I feel old now. Really? Really? That's not cool.
I don't know.
He's been in the news. His daughter just died like a few weeks ago, so he was in the news. Like, you could have at least heard of his name there.
I don't watch news.
Yes, you do. You religiously watch the news in the morning because you wake up at the ass crack of dawn.
And that's when you have it on, like, ID or whatever show you have on last.
Or you go watch it in Dad's room.
Dad's also asleep when I wake up.
Oh my God, that is so wrong. That's so wrong. I can't even say it. Anyway, so yeah, Ramona's up there on the list of can't stand, but Carol is pretty much tied for second now. I can't really, I can't really take her anymore. It just seems to me that if she and Luann were so close, like, cause she kept saying, we were friends, we were such good friends. And if you were really friends, then if you were thinking about hooking up with somebody who was close to the family, you might give a call and be like, you know what? Adam asked me out. I don't want you to feel like this is like sketchy in your family or anything, but I really liked him at the weekend and I'd like the chance to get to know him better. And if you had preempted it that way, then Luann would have had no ground to stand on to be pissed off. She could have said, hey, I think he's still dating my niece. And Carol could have said, well, Adam claims they've been broken up for a year. Because you know what, Carol? Guys never lie. They always tell the truth about their hookups.
Are you saying something about that?
Guys always friggin' lie about who they're hooking up with. As long as they're not still in a steady, committed relationship, it doesn't count. So when Luann is like, listen, yeah, they had officially broken up a year ago, but they were still hooking up. They were still planning this trip to Nicaragua. And Carol's like, no, they broke up a year ago. And Luann's like, well, their regular full-time relationship did, but they were still seeing each other and talking to each other and hooking up. And Carol just won't hear any of it.
Honestly, I do not know why they're fighting over this. This whole thing seems stupid.
Well, it's not like any of the battles on the Housewives are going to solve world peace or cure cancer. I mean, all of their fights are stupid, I hate to tell you. But the thing is, I can see where Luann was kind of upset because from season 1, Luann's niece has been like a daughter to her. Oh, actually, more like a friend because she's in her 20s or whatever, and they've always been closer in age than Luann's own kids were. And if you're really, really close with somebody and they dated somebody for a long time, long enough to be like a part of the family, and maybe they broke up, but you're all secretly hoping that they're going to get back together because they're still seeing each other and still talking. And then one of your mom's friends, Mrs. Robinson, comes in and is like, ooh, little hot stud, yeah, I'm a princess. You know, like, I can see why you'd be like, God, you know, they were so great together. We were hoping they were going to get back together, and it feels like you just came in out of nowhere and stole him from us. Like, it's just the way I can kind of see that happening. I think if Carol had just from the start been like, you know what, I'm really sorry. I didn't want your niece to be hurt. And I didn't expect to have anything with Adam like this. But it's special, and we want to keep it special and go from there. But she's always constantly playing it down. It's not complicated. It's not a big deal. Like, it's not a real relationship. We just hang out. And it's like, well, that makes it even worse. Like, at least if you were like finding like love again after your husband died a few years ago, then at least then it's like a special, like, wow, okay, I'm glad you found somebody that, you know, that I like too. And good for you, and we'll get over it and whatever, move on. But because she like slapped it back in Luann's face like it's not such a big deal, why the fuck are you mad? You got no place to be mad. I can sleep with who I want to because you're a hoe. That's never the way to make up with a friend who feels like their feelings were hurt. Like, to be like, you know, I can sleep with who I want to because you bang 20-year-olds in bathrooms. Yes, I can tell your friendship meant a lot to you. Like, and she seemed so low, like,
You want some apple juice?
shut up. Why did they have to show that clip again? Oh my God, the peeing on the way to Atlantic City. No more Bravo, please. I can't. I don't need to watch people urinate. I understand that they do it. It is a bodily function. But I don't need to watch them have sex either. Okay, maybe that would be not so bad. But peeing, I don't need to see them take a shit. I don't want somebody to walk in the room and be like, oh my God, you totally blew a big one. It stinks. Like, can we not have a little bit of, like, separate from reality? Like, does it have to be really, really real? I mean, are they going to tell us when their next yeast infection happens? I mean, like, I have my period. I don't have any tampons. Like, what the fuck? I don't need to know this stuff. Like, you can have real, and then there's, like, really dirty real, you know? Like, I don't need to know the really dirty real parts.
No, I'm serious. Why do you want apple
You
juice?
stop. I don't like it. Stupid! Seems like a waste of time. Like, they couldn't find a good cut. So they're like, oh, I know. We'll get Bethany peeing on the side of the road. We already know Bethany pees. We watched her do it in a bucket at her stupid wedding. Which was gross! My God. Did she even wipe? Ew. I can't. I feel like I need, like, antibacterial stuff now. I can't. It's so gross. Why do you do this to me, Daniel? Why do you bring this up? You know I have, like, a thing. I can't handle it. You're such an ass. I don't like you anymore. Ew. Oh, that's not right. Bravo, you're killing me. Like, I'd rather watch them, like, knock out your teeth or beat each other up or something. I don't even care about doing the 20-year-olds in the bathrooms. Rock on. But must I watch you urinate? That just seems like not something I want to watch. Not particularly. I don't have that kind of fetish. What's wrong? I'm getting me some antibacterial. I can't handle it anymore. I can't. It's so nasty. I would like bathe in it if I could. You're a jerk. Why do you do this to me? I'm getting like a headache. I can't even handle it. All I have is that fucking bucket. I hope they threw it away. I mean, it's like, what are they gonna like wash it? What do they even do with it after? I can't. Like, I've been to New York and I know how sketchy it is and dirty, but ew. Okay, even that is just too much for me. I can't handle it. And you're so mean to bring it up.
I don't mean to bring it up.
Bullshit! You totally brought it up on purpose. I'm sweet Ninish and I didn't do it on purpose, Mom. Give me that crap. You totally did it on purpose. We have to move on. Now I can't even move. I can't even think about like what else happened in the reunion because all I have is that picture in my head. Okay. What? On reflection now of this whole going to Atlantic City, leaving us in the foyer. The foyer, which is not heated. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's cold and rainy. I'm not quite sure how it was rainy inside a foyer because that's a part of a building.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they meant under the portico or something. I mean, that's outside and wind can blow the rain in. But a foyer is inside the house, so it's not like it's not rainy in there, people.
First of all, I think Sonia is a bit mean to leave them outside in the cold rain.
Yeah, which on her side, she did think the limo was already there. Because she was like, well, why didn't they just wait in the limo? But once they explained the limo wasn't there, she should have been like, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought the limo was here. I told you guys the right time. Right?
Yeah.
I think it's because she changed the time because of Bethany, but neglected to tell everybody else. So they all showed up on time and were told to wait a couple hours.
No, it was because of Ramona being late.
Bethany. No, Ramona got the message Bethany was going to be late. That's why Ramona came later. Bethany had her daughter, and she was going to drive her daughter to school in order to drop her off. And that was going to mean they couldn't leave at their time by the time she got back uptown for meeting at Sonia's.
Right.
And so Sonia told Ramona, and Ramona was like, okay, so she showed up a little bit later. But apparently nobody else got the memo, and they were all like, why are we standing here? Kristen and Heather are standing here for like an hour. Where's everybody else? Lou and Carol had it smart. Don't travel in the group. Meet them there. Because no good comes of traveling together.
Honestly, I would do that same thing. Hey, what do you have? Give that. Give that to me.
It's a paper towel.
No.
I don't know. I don't understand why Sonia won't just apologize.
Yeah, she thinks it's nothing to fight about.
Right. But clearly everyone else does. Because even Luann, who wasn't even there, said, I would never leave somebody standing like that. I would find out what's going on and why they were getting mad and so that whatever, and find out the limo's not there, and then invite them in or call the limo to come early or something. So I don't understand why she's still dead set on, well, it's not like I did anything wrong. I don't know. It just seems weird. It's like the Carol not apologizing to Luann for totally poaching on the help. Like, it just seems weird. Like, if you had just said, I'm so sorry, I thought the limo was here, whatever, my bad, it would have been done. But nobody ever takes responsibility for anything, even if you don't mean it. Just say it, and the other person feels better, like they've been heard and validated in their feelings, and then you can move on, and they will shut the fuck up about it. But no, you got to keep saying nothing really happened, so they back and forth. Apparently, Heather doesn't care about burning any of the bridges. Because she's totally having it out with Sonia. She was totally backing Carol on her play. Well, of course, they're like puppets of each other. They share like a hip or something. About the fight with Luann. They share a hip.
I think they share a brain.
Yeah, that would be uncomfortable. I mean, you'd be stuck kind of like this all the time. I mean, it'd be really bad if you had a date. Don't mind him. He's just here for the fun. Ew, that sounded bad.
Yeah, that did.
So Heather like totally got on Luann's case about the fight with the Carol, because she totally like has Carol's back. Whatever. And then she was all over Bethany. So, I mean, who's left? Kristen, who nobody even remembers is alive, and Ramona, who they haven't gotten to yet. And I'm pretty sure they will. So it's like, who's left? It seems like Heather's just like, you know what? I'm not coming back. So fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And I like you. It just seems, I don't know, fighting for the sake of fighting rather than there being any purpose to it. Because I thought Heather was cool with all these bitches. Like, I didn't think she was really in a battle with everybody to the point that she would have it out with each person on the couch.
Well, maybe Heather was waiting and then unleashes it.
Unleashes it. I like how you had to say that like that. Unleashes it. Unleash the fire. What the devil was that?
I have no idea.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just want her to shut up because, like, I'm kind of annoyed with hearing her talk. Shut up. It's so stupid. I don't know. But I loved that Sonia still totally thinks she was best friends with John Kenny. John Kenny, and that Madonna was at her fashion show. Even though Bravo was at the fashion show, and you could bet your ass that they would have made sure to catch a glimpse, even if it's of the back of her head, and say, oh, look, that was Madonna. She was here at a Bravo thing. You think that wouldn't have been everywhere? I don't think so, Scooter. I don't think so. But she was in the back. She was in the corner. Well, you would shove baby in the corner? Really? Like, you wouldn't give Madonna, like, the best seat in the house? Give me a break. But I just love that Bethany was like, do you really believe your own shit? And Sonia was like, yes, I do. It's like, I totally know I'm full of shit, but I totally believe every of it. John was my friend. Although I don't think I realized that the Kennedys were related to Carol.
What?
Because when she was getting really pissed at Sonia for saying that she partied with John, well, let's face it, Sonia parties with a lot of people in her head. Why are we getting upset about this? Carol was really getting ticked off, and it's because it's her family. That's what Heather said. It's her family. Don't you understand that? She doesn't want you talking about it because it's your family. And then Carol was like, anybody who really knew John never called him John. He called him John. I think that's proof. Like, let's face it, Sonia probably gives nicknames to everybody. Okay, John. I think they're talking about John Jr., not the president.
But
The president died a long time ago.
but I thought
John F. Kennedy Jr.
wasn't he the one that was also president?
No, he died. He owned a magazine. Died in a plane crash with his wife and his sister-in-law.
Okay, that.
No, a lot of people hoped he would run for president, but he was still really young. He was only in like his 30s, maybe 40 or something. Yeah, no, and I think that's what I think that's who they're talking about, not John F. Kennedy Sr., the president, because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't call it President John. I think they're talking about Junior, who died only in the 90s, not in like the 60s. Because to be saying you partied with John F. Kennedy is like kind of aging you a little bit, and I don't think Sonia would do that. You know, I mean, that's, I don't know. But I just think that's so funny because she's moved on from P. Diddy. Apparently he's too small for her now. He's little potatoes. And she's moved on to John and Madonna, who are like her besties.
And watch this, like,
even though one of them's dead. And I'm pretty sure Madonna doesn't know Sonia exists, but in Sonia's mind, she does. It probably means that, like, they happen to be at the same, like, restaurant or maybe even in the same city at the same time. And that, of course, means they partied together. Sure, they weren't, like, in the same room, and it's not like Madonna knew that Sonia existed, but they happened to be in the same locale. And most likely both were drunk. So that's good enough for Sonia. But I think her delusions are funny. I mean, I don't think the drinking, I think she takes it a little bit to extremes. I mean, if you have no idea what happened by the end of the night, then maybe you've had a few too many. And to do that once in a while is totally cool. But to do it like on a regular basis, maybe not so much. But I don't know. I think the delusions are hysterical. Like Bethany saying that she just talks about Stadt and updo and smoky eye. I don't know. Did you think, okay, so what was your thoughts on Bethany being back this season? Did you think that she was a good addition to the show?
I basically don't care.
Well, she was kind of like a hotbed of drama. So did you think that her drama was like worth watching or Snorefest? Or middle of the road?
Yeah.
It's very democratic of you.
What?
It's like not, you don't want to go to those controversial edges of being like, I hated that bitch, take that bitch off the show. Or, no, I felt her pain and want her to be there because I root for her. No, it's, meh.
Well, I don't care for anybody on the show. Because I just want to watch it.
Why do I have to figure things out? I'm just watching. Yeah, then I'm hearing you yelling, oh my god, Megan's a pot stirrer! How many times did you scream that before I finished watching the episode? Because we didn't watch it together this week. We ended up watching it at separate times on demand. And let me just say one quick thing about on demand that I'm a little sick and tired of. You used to be able to watch on demand shows without freaking commercials. Now you have just as not much, if not more commercials watching something that happened days ago than you did watching it normal on the TV. It's a pain in the ass. I can't stand it. And you can't skip them. Like YouTube, you can skip like 80% of the commercials. You can't skip them on the friggin' on-demand thing. It disables the fast forward button.
Bam!
It's very annoying. Because if I had time to watch all the shit in a full hour for all the shows that I watch, I would watch the full hours when they happened. Although they happen late at night, and I'm usually like in my quiet zone outside drinking my coffee and reading a book. And so I end up watching them on demand, which is why it gets me mad when they don't have my shows on demand. Like Flipping Out. They didn't have that one on demand.
At least Southern Charm, or what was that other show that you didn't like?
There's a couple. I don't know what you mean.
The one with the...
Atlanta?
No, the beard guy, the one that shaved off.
Oh, Shah's of Sunset.
Yeah. At least those are on demand.
I know, but I liked Flipping Out. I don't mind when shows I don't like aren't on demand, but they should at least put the ones I do like on there. Hello. But what I like and I don't like is you can't even watch them on the Bravo Now app.
Wow, they so suck.
I mean, you would think it's the Bravo Now app. You should be able to watch the Bravo shows, but there's only a few, and it's the same ones that are on demand. Like, that's the whole reason I downloaded the damn app, was so that I can watch the shows that aren't on my on demand.
Well, maybe when a show goes... Well, maybe if it's a show like Flipping Out, maybe if it goes to the season finale, all the episodes go off.
That would be stupid.
No, we...
No, they don't even have it on, like, the thingy, like the selections of shows. Like, they have Odd Mom Out, and they have the Real Housewives in New York City, and the Real Housewives of the OC, and they have, like, all the little boxes. They even have one for Below Deck, which hasn't even started yet. They just had the little preview, which looks good, by the way. But they don't have... Yeah, not even as like an option on there. You can go to the website and watch stupid little clips, but I don't like doing it that way. So, Bravo, why aren't you asking me? Because I would tell you how it is. What's up? Are you having a seizure? Do I need to call 911? What are you doing? Stop with the weird twitchies. I didn't do that. Why are you doing that? It's weird. Stop. Stop. So, stop it. Will you freaking cut it out? Oh my God. You're so annoying. Took his annoying pills today.
Read what?
Daniel, read this.
What? Where is it? It just says that. Where is it?
Sometimes you're fast and sometimes you're slow. Wait. Better not have to do with apple juice. That's all I gotta say. Buffering. Buffering. Oh, no. Don't say that. Don't.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Oh, shut up. No, he wanted you to say we at S.W.O.R.D.
Oh.
Want to wish my mom a happy birthday. Do I have to interpret for you?
You did exactly.
I'm just another year older. It's not like a big deal, except for I haven't died. Yay, me. Not dead. Please read it. So you have to say it. That's what he wants you to say. We at S.W.O.R.D. want to wish my mom a happy birthday. Say it.
What?
He wants you to say it. Mm-hmm. It's because I said don't say it. Is that why you didn't say it? You can say I don't care. Did you forget what it was supposed to say? Here you go. We at S.W.O.R.D. want to wish. Read it out loud. He's embarrassed now. He's like, I'm not doing that. He wanted you to wish me a happy birthday. That's all. From my birthday yesterday. From S.W.O.R.D. Never mind. You put Daniel on the spot and the autism goes boink, and then he goes, Because you know what I did wrong? I said, don't do that. And so he went, okay, I'm not going to do it. He's like the best teenager ever. So I could be like, don't smoke pot. He'll go, okay, I won't. And then he won't do it. But God forbid, I go, Daniel, don't jump up and down. Or like, don't drink water. He'll stop drinking water. He'll be like, okay, well, you told me not to. We love you, Daniel. It's okay. I don't really care that it was my birthday yesterday. It's fine. Thank you for my birthday wishes, JD. You're awesome. Did we cover everything in New York?
Yes. I think. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember now. The peeing thing like totally blocked my mind. I couldn't even like handle anymore. I can't handle anymore. It's like I don't even know what happened after that because I was like, no! I mean, he heard me all the way upstairs. I'm like, not again!
No, you were upstairs at the time.
Oh, that's right. I was upstairs. Yeah. I was just like, really? No, I was walking upstairs and I yelled it to you. I was like, really? This friggin' thing again? Not fair.
No, I think it was either because you heard it, because I was watching.
You were watching it. Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
I had watched it already. And I was like, God damn it, stupid.
I think Molly just wants to make people feel bad. Like that.
Well, not everyone has my weird quirks. I understand that. Just like not everyone has your weird quirks. Where do you think you got them from? You have different weird quirks than me, but... But yeah, so you missed Caitlyn this week.
Yeah. God dang it. It was my birthday.
I know. I'll have to see it on demand. They have it on demand. You'll have to watch it. But basically, I don't know why they're just getting mad at the Vanity Fair article now, unless they like filmed it right when the Vanity Fair article happened. But I didn't think Caitlyn came out as Caitlyn until after the Vanity Fair article happened, like came out on the shelves. So I'm a little confused at the timeline because what this week's episode, well, one of the things was that he talked about his relationship to Chris, the girl's mom, her ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yes. Trying to figure out how to word that. Yes. And when Caitlyn did the article, she basically just told the truth about her marriage and how she saw her marriage. And let me tell you, most people who are divorced don't talk the best about their ex. Because if they still thought they were like the most awesome person in the world, they'd still be married. And we all know Kris Jenner, and we know that she's got like some control issues and things like that. So whatever, it's not a big deal. But basically, Chloe and Kim and everybody were pissed because they were like, listen, you're on your journey and you're doing your thing as Caitlyn, and we're all supportive of you, but you don't need to throw mom and everybody else under the bus in order to do your thing. That was like the big thing. So I guess Chloe's like the most mad, but Kim was there too. Oh my God, your brother's laughing weird all the way upstairs when I hear him.
Yeah, that's weird.
But yeah, so that was like the big synopsis. But you'll have to watch it on demand and let me know what you think next week. And then we'll watch next week's because it won't be your birthday party.
I'll be stuck on the Xbox One all day.
Yeah, not if you piss me off. This is begging face. You're so weird. All right, is that it? We touched up on everything? Yes, I can't wait for Below Deck to come back. I can't wait for Ladies of London to start in a couple of weeks. Yay. Yay. You'll enjoy Ladies of London. It's like Housewives on crack.
Yeah, it looks weird.
They're like really bizarro, but it's funny.
Below Deck with a new crew member.
Well, there's always new crew. Well, not always whole crews, but last season wasn't the whole same crew as the first season.
3 originals.
Was it 3 originals? The 3 originals this time, or was there 3 originals last time?
This time.
Well, the captain is still the captain, right? That guy.
Aye, aye.
He's not Popeye. God. Like you silly said. Once it got into you. Captain Eddie and the steward Amy. Yeah. So 3 people the same. Yeah, that's like what last season they had like 3, maybe 4 that were the same as the first season. So yeah, that's usually the way it is. They have like the skeleton crew of the normal people, and then they bring in new members to be the slave labor. Cat's gone. You have to watch old seasons. You have to. She was the one who did the penis rocket spaceship.
Oh.
Towel. That was a rocket.
Oh. Okay.
She made for good drama on the ship. But I assume it won't be lacking in drama, if anything, by the previews, with like a clear indication of it looks interesting. As usual. So I can't wait for that to start. That'll be fun. Yay. And then in just a couple of weeks starts Ladies of London. I love that one. I don't know why I like that so much better than Housewives of Melbourne. I hated Housewives of Melbourne. That sucked. So I don't know. I guess I like a British
what
accent.
happened to Miami?
I don't know what happened to Miami. I don't know why that's not on the air anymore. It just
Crashed.
Bye-bye. It never came back. I don't understand. It was fine. It was good. It should be here.
Maybe.
Bravo, you got answers to my questions, and I expect them. Because I'm important too. Damn it. There you go with the weird head flick. Stop twitching. Let me just toast with you and get off this before I friggin' strangle you, okay? For the Superior World of Reality discussion, this has been Bravo Mazel Mash. I'm Shannon.
And I'm Daniel.
Peace out till next week.